Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. Hey, Smiley. Or Smile. Or either. Oh, I'm just gonna keep repeating it's gonna be annoying to repeat the same, like, 20 seconds, though, just to try a different iteration. I need a plan. You are Brazilian. Shout out Brazil. What am I? Whatever. I have to freestyle this part. Actually, I kind of see it now. I actually don't even need to blindly follow the structure of the strategy. I have new sight. All right, what am I gonna do on this? Like, yeah, I don't know what with no hold breath to do. Maybe like start on the left side of the screen or something. Shout out to Brazil. I'll give a second one. Shout out to Brazil. Official. This part doesn't really matter. Is it tough for me to end up on the left side? Whoops. About as far as I can go. Maybe something. Can I get a little bit farther left in general? Okay, like, just forgetting I got hit. I could avoid that. Does this set me up better? Welcome, Igor. I am deciding to lab no hold breath on this attack for at least a moment. I just don't know. Maybe there's a spot in the pattern where I could start going back left and it's easy. Not there. Or I could just restart it sooner. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. Who cares? Just get in there. Nah. Maybe like just before the right edge of the screen? Perhaps? I don't know. Oh wow, oh no. That's fine, I can transpose back. Can I at least stall here for a sec? 2, and now go? Maybe so. It's not the easiest pattern to try. Maybe there's gotta be another place I could like alternate for a moment. That might be lenient. The combinations are numerous. Or hold on, I have an idea. One, 2, back, now forward. Oh! Taking a trick out of my regular strat bag. Hold on. I'm lucky. Thanks, Akara. Go! 1, 2, back, 1, across. Oh my goodness, that's real. That's real right there. Ooh. Oh, you just got one fall, main Dave. Dude. You're improving. You are improved maxing. Wow. May I ask where the fall was? Not that there's necessarily any significance to it. Well, might not be easier. Oh, the chimney jump? That's honestly, respect for continuing after a chimney jump fail. Okay, that's honestly what I was thinking. Damn, it wasn't just some random fall. Okay. Yeah, that shit is terrible. Like, actually the worst jump in the game. Like, I don't know, just reading it is so deceiving. Like, when it feels like I should get it, I don't get it a lot of the time, and then when I feel like I did it wrong, it's like perfect. I'm like, okay. Doesn't always feel that way. Sometimes you feel like you nailed it and you do, but I hate like envisioning that arc. I hate that jump. Honestly, I'd be nervous as hell if I did reverse order boots plus ring all maps in a row, no fall. Just so I could have a consistent position and not worry about it. And it's easy. It made it easier because because of other jump consistency in the game, it was easier for me to do an almost full jump than it was for me to try and do a slightly less than almost full jump, if you get what I mean. It kind of like overlapped muscle memory with near full jumps, I think. I don't know if it's a near full jump necessarily. It still might be slightly lower, but the closer it was to a full jump timing somehow made it easier eventually, even though those are, like, for the majority of one's Jump King career, like some of the hardest jumps. I think that the reasoning is right, but I don't know if I can exactly remember. It was harder for me in the corner at first, and then I kept trying so much different shit, and then eventually I'm like, the corner's consistent. The mental, knowing that that the jump height wasn't affected, because any slight, you don't know if one movement to the right or left is going to change your frames of possibility that much. I don't know. It's not necessarily easier anywhere, but because of easy, consistent position, well, with boot split string, you can't even slide in the corner for sure, so like what I just said kind of contradicts itself. I got somewhat good at sliding myself in the corner well, but anyways, it just felt hard, like easier to be deceiving when I tried to choke up on the jump is all. Anyways, okay. Let me see if I can do this once more. It's honestly scary to walk back, like it is terrifying. Okay, I tried to do something cheeky there. I'm sure there's some like clever slowdown I could do that would make it like comfortable and very simple inputs. I do like how X holding in this. Hold on. I didn't do what I was, yeah. I don't know, do I even want to X hold? Just having lower movement sensitivity on this helps a lot for me. I mean, that is tight to do, feels like. Could I go back sooner? And farther, even? Just, whatever, get in there. Nah, I can't go farther. Any way I can, like, be in the left corner for real, I'd need to be in a totally different, like, one gap higher would do it. Like, forgetting that I might not have a path there, I just want to see. Or that I might not have a path into this gap, actually. I can get in the corner. Can I do any sort of alternation? It looks tight as heck to, like, get there. I'm sure there's a way. Hey, Delta Runner. It's true. I don't know how long I'm going to spend on this thing I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find a good strategy to no-hit the final attack without hold breath. This is the... I started with ralsei only this. I did some attempts for like maybe an hour and a half last stream. Then I switched to doing no-hit phase 3 regular night attacks 50 times in a row attempts. But I want to start with this, but now I'm thinking my goalpost shift a little bit again and be like, we're gonna add no hold breath as well. I found a way that is semi-consistent at least on Roaring Delta with no hold breath. It is harder for sure. There's still like the simplified beginning, just not as simple. And I haven't figured out how to actually end up in this gap with that strat, but I don't even know if I'm ultimately going to do that. I'm just trying different gaps and seeing if where they give me easier access to is of help at all. It just sucks that I have to go through the beginning part over and over, but it's not bad practice. Well, I say that, but I actually don't even care that I'm getting hit on it for now. Hey, welcome back, Ego. Oh, what's the difference? Oh, less damage. Less damage, so the fight is longer. The fight is going to be like 30 to 40% longer than with Chris. Basically, I'm going to have to repeat an entire loop of attacks from phases 2 through 4. Phase 1 never repeats. So I'm no-hitting the bulk of the boss twice in a row, basically, is what I want. Okay, transpose left 1, alternate twice, then go to the right. Well, I'm starting from a gap where it's going to be tight to do so. I did clear Chris plus ralsei, or Chris and ralsei no hit, but it wasn't the satisfaction I was hoping for because. No, that's not right. It ended so much sooner than I didn't, or it ended so much, oh my gosh. It ended so much sooner than I realized because I did not test how long, I didn't properly test how long the fight would actually last. Yeah, I didn't upload the video. I have an unlisted video that I posted in like a few Discord servers, or in a few channels in different servers, but I gotta make it something that I'm like super proud of. Oh, this seems so YOLO at a certain point. Like I'm just holding right and I have to, with intuition, know that I'm okay. And when I might have to correct course, I have to get out of the way of that crap. Ugh. have to react to that. Unless maybe I could go back left. Thanks, Guan. Slow souling is a death sentence. Straight up. Without hold breath. And since the attack, like, sends me way up on the screen, I can just, like, yeah, do that. Okay, so it's, like, impossible to go too early. Okay. Okay. Not gonna bother verbalizing it, but understanding. Just that one, I'm like, I have no visual cue for the second big star I look out for. If I just tap left, like, and just don't get too near the stars, it works out. But here I can intentionally end up lower, but farther left. Wrong. Final pattern is not. It is entirely deterministic. It just takes a while to try things if you don't have, like, speed up hotkeys and are savvy like that. I'm trying it without hold breath now because I think I might want to try it, because overall the fight isn't harder, but the fact that this attack is harder makes me think I could somehow, I don't know. I'm a no hold breath guy. It's alluring. I forget what the hell I did actually now. It's not like, oh, it's already chapter 1 stats. It's about deflection. Why can't I remember what the fuck? I cannot remember what I. I mean, I sort of remember, I just don't remember where. I cannot focus on anything until I figure this out. Okay. Or let me contemplate. Nah, like I can comprehend just as well, I think, that like what's possible to do. Like I'll tell if a pattern is like too tight and just worth scrapping. Anyway, I was lucky enough to find, I already pretty much found a thing, so I don't even have to worry about that. I found the thing that I was looking for. I thought it was farther left on the screen, but what messed me up was realizing that I could end up further left without going into a different gap. Just by like being more towards the bottom left, but because it pins you to the top, essentially, you're able, even if you're farther down, as long as you're farther left, it gets you up there. So I was trying to remember, before I conceptualized it as, okay, the farthest left I can go, and then, whoops, the farthest left I can go, and then do like a back and forth twice, then double back once, and then all the way to the right. But there is now no such thing as farthest left I can reasonably get to, because I can actually get to anywhere. Didn't need to explain, but there we go. Okay, progressing the fight as slowly as possible. Get him to phase 5, turn 30. Exhaust him, and then reduce his defense and only miss his HP down to 0. Phase 5. Think turn 30? If you last long enough without doing anything, he just gets tired anyways. And only then will you do the like pirouette thing, and it sounds like you're talking about. Only if he's post final chaos. Okay. There's no way to have like such low damage that fighting and doing the weakest hit could possibly take longer? Or is that what you're thinking, like you part of what you need to figure out, like what's actually longer? Minimum miss damage is 9. And what's the minimum damage for like a hit? No one comes close to that without missing. Really? Is his defense just like low? I mean, against the knight, no, I mean, like, I figure most people... No, it's fine. You're good. I could believe maybe that getting first frame whiffs with something. There is a damage multiplier against the knight. I'm not sure about how other bosses go, but it's with without chapter 1 stats, Chris turn 1 with the lowest damage possible hits 5 damage, and then it ramps itself up to 9 damage and sticks there. But I imagine the knight has like crazy stats, and Jubble, I know Jubble I think has relatively high stats still, maybe. I could believe that because it's still a chapter 1 boss that people are still doing more than 9 damage though. Okay. Sorry. Or I don't even know why I'm saying sorry. I guess for not performing action, for there not being gameplay. But this is simply the pace of things. I chat for a second, I get back. I keep testing. Runs never happen. No, they do happen eventually. We just have to get through these little periods sometimes of figuring out new stuff. I don't know if I need really any revolutionary strat changes. Do I know where to start? I'm losing my mind. I'm just gonna stay close to the knight like I used to. And then I think it's just gonna work out fine. What? That's not the gap. Really? Oh, maybe this was before I started going in a different gap. What made this comfortable? Oh, that's better. That's way easier to remember. It's like, go back a couple and then forward. Wait. Go forward a couple and then back a couple, I think. And I did something else. Okay. Welcome back, Spamton3. I think welcome back. This boss is crazy. Crazy fun. Noel quote. And I bet Chris probably doesn't deal least damage. Like in every other situation, ralsei is dealing the least damage, I assume. Wait, could I really just do 3 like that with ease in that spot? You've got to be fudging me that it's that simple. Okay. That was in the spot. When does ralsei get Dainty Scarf? That's not even less damage, is it? Despite it saying it's like worse at attack. Because I'm pretty sure. Doesn't. Okay. Increases magic. Okay. I'm pretty sure you're right. Nothing, it just says... I think the description... Maybe I'm, like, hallucinating. I swear the description says something about, like, bad damage, at least. Even though it's just the same as default. But I'm pretty confident there's nothing that decreases ralsei's damage. If there was, I would have considered it, I think. But has no attack. Whatever, phrasing. Yeah, it's definitely not like totally implying that the damage is lower. But yeah, you can see where I'm coming from. Okay. Well, you turned out you were the Jebel expert, and you were right all along. No extra. Well, you knew about the 9 damage and that it was probably the lowest. Your confidence was warranted. In this case. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to press C. And sure, maybe I'm being hyperbolic. We can live with the little hyperbole, flattery sometimes. I struggle with it though. It never lands for me, or pretty much doesn't. I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Oh my goodness. On this attack. There's several things that seemed okay, like really good in like one instance, and then just not as good every other time I try it. There's nuances to this. To every pattern, because the timings I'm doing and the movements I'm doing aren't exactly the same. Oh my god. See, that's not even... Does Sans actually say that? Or I'm missing the deeper reference. I'm like, there's no, I don't think so. But I for sure don't remember. He really says that? Damn, I just don't know Sans dialogue. Fuck me. Adding no hold breath, possibly dawn. I'm trying to just route a comfortable strat, which I pretty much already found and then didn't fully stick to, and now I'm like confused again. Well, I'll find the light. I'll find the light again. There is a way to do this and make it comfy. I just gotta fucking remember what it is. And stick to it. Yes, I could watch back, but I won't. We figured it out live. Oh. Oh, that's way better. What'd I do again? Oh, no, I alternated like 2 or 3 times, and then I was able to like backtrack still comfortably. Okay, I need to like count it out loud to make it more memorable. Even though it might mess me up slightly. It's all only practice, so. 1, 2, back. That was earlier this time, but it's still like okay. Oh my, I actually see the freaking matrix now. On this, wait. Yeah, I just follow the star that's close to my left. And bang. From that start. Oh, and then you just go down the, wow. Okay, that is totally trivialized. There's nothing confusing about it anymore. It's all about the second part now. Now that first dodge sucks ass. Like, I need to backtrack initially. There's nuance to this stuff. Wow. That's a deep reference, Juan. You remembered. You didn't forget. I mean, I'm pretty brain rotted too. More Deltarune. I have for sure underplayed and underexposed myself to Undertale. Despite everything. It's still you. No. But it is. That's not a deep reference, though. I almost feel like, not gonna lie to you, I was about to say, and I had to finish. I actually didn't even mean to. Oh, let's go, Lenny. Maybe I can help get you to sleep by repeating the same attack for another 45 minutes. I think I'm adding no hold breath. Because I haven't really considered that on this fight, but I tried it on all the other attacks that I thought would be a problem, and it really wasn't that much worse. We'll see in practice full run style. I'm sure it is going to start feeling worse, but it makes the final attack a lot scarier, and I'm routing the safety for it, and I'm pretty sure I'm close to cracking it. Wouldn't want to sleep now. Oh, that's right. That is right. Believe it or not, I was not setting up that despite everything, it's still you joke. Like, but I just happened to say that. And then realized immediately after. The rod consumes all. It leaks into every word and sentence. Don't do that one like that. I'm like, just imagine if there's somehow a holding X with no hold breath strat that just works out. Would that not be something? Can't be real. Yeah, the up barrage is the same every time. Everything about this attack is the same every time. So it's just about finding the right... There's just a lot of different combinations of movement that you can choose. And not all gaps are created equal, so I'm trying to find, like, where I can go back 2 columns and then go 1 column this way and then 1 column backtrack. And then, like, just mixes of stuff like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, go. Hey, have a good one, Guan. Thanks for hanging out. Have fun with friends, and I hope editing isn't too much of a slog. I think that would be the most comfortable if I, like, got used to predicting what happens there. Gotcha. We love the interest crossover. Anyways, don't let me keep you. You don't need to say anything more. Okay, so that's the thing. If I hold right early enough, it makes that ending portion more comfortable. There's actually a large window to do the right hold, seemingly. Is there? Is there really? I didn't expect to go crazy on this, but here I am. Oh, that's the thing. I go, okay. Honestly, I probably am being stubborn not doing this in slow motion. I just really don't want to. I don't want it to take even longer attempt-wise. I'm like, I'll just process better. Coolest. Okay, there's no way to... I think I I somehow naturally find a way sometimes to go a half step early, and it makes it like way more comfortable overall. I just am not seeing the subtle difference in what I do, so I haven't fully identified, even though I've executed it and I could just watch it back. I have not fully identified what's good. It'll just lock in a lot better if I can, you know, whatever. Don't need to justify. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not doing the right. Maybe the window to hold right isn't huge, and I just misinterpreted. At least I'm good at this first part now. Pretty solid. Oh, whatever. I think I could go... There's probably a point where I could go back left there and it's comfy. Like right before the slowdown. I just have to know when it's happening. Yeah, there's still tweaks and modifications to this, but I'm close. Or tweaks and modifications necessary. Has it been an hour? Oh, just about. Wow. I went in a different gap by accident. I need to find the spot where I stop. And then I need to press right. Try and press right as late as possible and see if it can mess up. I mean, it's somewhat positionally dependent. So I gotta figure out the leniency, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it is lenient. Otherwise, I mean, it isn't too bad to react a little bit. Yeah, it seems like there's no way to go like too early there. with like what I'm looking at. It is worth this much practice, though. I should not be embarrassed. Seeing if there's like some other clever safe spot. Maybe there's some other variation, deviation that is somehow even more comfy. Yikes. Yeah, whoops. Can't hold left. Has to be a tap. Unless I find, well, it's like little things I need to add and remember that could make each little portion more lenient. Just piecing it together is a little tough. It just gets tight. Maybe a simple alternation, then a extra double back, then go right. I think I need at least two, though. Alternations, if that's what I'm gonna do. I think that did feel the most comfortable. Gotta make sure I have this. Nah, it was gonna last a little bit longer. Unless it ended at like a perfect time that I've never seen before. Could try. It really is this beginning part that's like doubling the time it takes for sure. Thanks, Sparky. Can't do that. That double back is tight at that timing. Unless I'm just going late, like I could always see it like coming sooner, and maybe it's not that much of a threat if I just learn to see better. I'll start off with an alternation every time, see what that does. Okay, I messed up, but there's something there. Without hesitation, that actually could be good. somewhat regret not streamlining a faster way to practice this, but I am unfortunately committed, or fortunately. Yeah, that last forced alternation is not good. It's tight. It does force you to top of the screen. You can fight against it. I just choose not to. I think it would be harder to dodge doing so. Or like more complicated to consider at this point. Maybe just no alternations, and instead just shifting twice, or shifting 2 columns, like I've mostly been doing. And honestly, like, the timing isn't super, like, I'm not super consistent about the timing. I do make it most of the time, though. It just doesn't feel entirely comfy. I'm gonna try starting with 2 back and forths again. Just to compare, it's been a minute. That was the first thing I tried that made me think, ooh yeah. And I've kind of deviated from it for a while. I did mess up, but still seemed somewhat okay. I was just kind of doubting in the moment. I'm trying to do it too tight. Like, don't even try to do it tight. Just see like how naturally tight it is. Doing it, assuming there's leniency. Keep still getting hit regardless. I can't even read that shit anymore. The beginning part is getting grating, but this is what I have. It has to be done. Nah, back and forth sucks ass. You have to do it so tight. Is it really avoided when I do the twice shift? I don't think I need to go back again. Maybe starting with one back and forth okay? No, the first back and forth sucks. In that spot anyway. I think no hold breath is reasonable. If I just crack this. You know what? Start from here. Where can I make it? Like if I start from here. No. I made the same spot, but it doesn't feel as good. And I've built up all this muscle memory doing it this way now, so... Now I'm like... trying to see other stuff that does not exist. I pretty much know the methods. Is it just always, it's always been that tight and I just need to get over it? Or is there secretly a better spot? Okay. Not being in the top left really is the best. But idea... Can I be farther to the left and do anything? Okay. That gets the lenient pattern. How many times did I move over to the right before going back twice? It's like 3 or 4. And that actually felt... It seemed that time not too close. Couldn't tell you for sure. That could be a lot simpler. Not having to switch direction as many times. I think it was only 3. Even though it feels like a fluid motion. Or forget that hit. I somehow not get hit, like that's kind of insane to me. I'm running out of steam on this attack. I thought I would figure it out sooner. It's just having to go through the beginning part and me not learning to speed up the first half. I'm like, it lasts so long that I end up, and now I'm forgetting like what I even intended to do upon restarting. Okay, be in the corner, please. Shift, like let 3 rows pass, then back twice, then all the way right. And I say that and then wasn't all the way left because I started talking and I can't think and talk at the same time apparently. Or I can't like think, strategize, and talk at the same time. I think it's 4 rows. It's really hard to count. I just have to get used to the distance on the screen, I think. Like, I can feel when it's right, but I keep doubting and then messing up because I'm, like, thinking I did something wrong, even though I did it all right. It's hard to really keep track of any sort of count there. I wasn't far enough over. Okay, remember to be far left. Remember to be far left. I just have built in the muscle memory of not doing that too much. Okay, far left, far left. Please, please, please. It seems to be the best idea. But for all I know, something about this is still not good. It's that turnaround. Like, that blows. Can I turn around sooner? Custom rooms. Oh? Okay, forget being in the far left. I don't like it. Oh, okay, hold on. I should try a little bit more. It doesn't seem intuitive per se, but it somehow could be the most lenient thing. I keep going back too much though. It would be nice to skip the first part. It would. I'm so sorry to anyone seriously watching this. I didn't expect to be doing this, but I am full-on obsessed. And I'm kind of ramming against a brick wall for the past at least like 30 minutes. Because I'm hoping for something better that may not exist. I don't even know why I am. I guess knowing that this is like in order for no hit to be reasonable, like I have to do something here. But this is really the only like major challenge parts. I just need to fit in one alternation there. Like I think what I did before was forward twice, back twice, and then like an alternation go. Hold right. I think I can't settle for any, or I can't have anything simpler. There is no simplest and at the same time most lenient idea. This is the final attack of the fight. Everything else honestly doesn't suffer so much from the slower speed, which is what hold breath does. It's easy to not notice. But there is an indicator in the top left, like when I'm at the attack select menu, that's red and says hold breath off. I've already done a little bit more, or like a little bit longer than a full fight no-hit, like an all attacks no-hit on the boss. I only specify that because you can end the fight before seeing all the attacks. I'm doing it with, you could say, the weakest character in this context. But what am I doing? What the fuck happened? And I'm doing that so that I can repeat the majority of the fight, because the attacks loop if you don't end the fight. Like before seeing all the attacks. The fight will essentially loop a whole time. I think that it's just tight. Man. Gotta be... Honestly, maybe the pressure will just be off for the rest of the fight because the final is nasty. I'm sure I haven't tried hard enough or efficiently enough yet to like actually find the best idea here. But if I can just find something workable, at least. It's the, okay. I can't, I have to alternate somewhere. It has to happen. I just keep doing the same things and like trying to notice any difference. And it all doesn't feel quite nice enough. Oh, it's like that turnaround. That particular fucking turnaround is what we need to avoid at all costs. I can't do that there. Just simply can't. So that's what caused me to start rethinking and going to the far left, which I think I'm about to revisit again. I just have to know when do I double back when I start from the top left corner. The tapping of right starting from the top left is so weird. Like it doesn't flow nice, but if I can just learn to see better, I can react better and it can feel comfortable. But it's just different. But that could be the simplest thing. I know I keep bouncing back and forth and like, oh, this is the perfect thing. Actually, it's not lenient enough. I think that it's all true and I'm uncovering what is true. It is just disappointing as hell. Oh. Just don't feel a need to watch this. Not that anyone, okay, does. I can't imagine someone's watching for like that reason. But like, do not begrudgingly be viewing this thinking like it's gonna get any better. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for a good viewer experience. I mean, that kind of goes for all of my streams. I need to know when do I double back? That is the burning question. And can I hold right, actually, at a timing that... I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. It's so weird to read starting from there. No, so that's too early. Like, is it even farther over? There was a point in which it felt okay. I should, like, watch back clips more. Like, I could practice so much more efficiently, but I'm so stubborn thinking I don't need to do it. Like, I could just learn. And I could. But if it's not happening... When do I turn around? Like, I'm like not seeing a good timing. Yet I've naturally done it several times. I don't every time see it. The yellow text isn't gonna be there in the actual fight, so I can't really use that. But I guess that could like help for practice. I think it's a tight timing that I have to go backwards. Oh, it's so, maybe I can find an alternation and then like some like spaces that I can find some combination of movements that get me into spaces that I haven't been in, because it seems like I just keep transposing into the same stuff that I don't particularly enjoy. I think it's right. It's hard to say 3 because it's like so undefined feeling. I'm just gonna shut up and focus. Like talking ironically, even talking like trying to describe what's happening is somehow like removing my deeper inherent understanding of what's actually going on. I want to make no hold breath viable. I do. It requires a bit of reacting, but like I can't just constant hold. But I am doing the same patterns every time. I have to be ready for that. Deploy the magic glass. There's a point in which I could stop moving instead of like having to go back left suddenly and sort of awkwardly. I could make that ending part more lenient, or I could like, there's a portion in which I could like start holding down. I just want to figure out that tail end. Like, usually it's fine, but I could see, I just don't want the possibility of choking like at that part after I did what I considered the, like, difficult timings. I am relaxing finally. Having most of it settled for me. Forget that hit, that was just like not... Okay, there is no stopping. You have to... Okay. Okay. I think the other strat is perhaps a little bit better. It doesn't feel as tight. For the end, going left like one column early. I just need to be able to see that particular star coming so I can use it as a visual cue. What am I doing? Hold on, losing my mind. I was like too focused on the micro dodging that I was missing the pattern at large. how easy is it to move into that? It's moving the same way as I am. I want to see if that's like a reasonable concern. I'm sure it depends on the specifics of my, like how early I started going right. Although it should be rather consistent. No, that is a concern. Wow, nothing is totally free in this one. Goodness me. Everything looked easier. You know what? It might just be. And I think I am going to go back to it. Yeah, it just requires a little sidestep. Honestly, that's not that bad. I'm just worried that that little semi-inconsistent movement that I do there, I will just like try to do it without thinking. It requires like slight reacting and situational reading, but it's not so bad. I'm gonna no hit one more time on this attack and then go to other attacks. I'll just do a phase no hit of everything but phase 1, which should be hopefully quick. Forget that hit. Never mind. I couldn't forget it. But there was an advantage. I thought there might be. I was trying to figure out if there was, but there's not. All right. All practical options considered, I am settled. Okay, that's really not that bad. And it lets me do the same ending part. Okay. Let's do phase 3 first. Final phase. Unfortunately, if this gives me a bad pattern, I need to lock the absolute fuck in Okay. No blinking. Okay. That was phase 3 already. Almost into phase 4, but not quite. Or wait. Needed to go down right. There were plenty of opportunities. Whoops, I forgot to get in the corner. You just gotta weave through the pattern faster than normal night version. On Star Storm 2. Yikes. Okay, I have plenty of time. I don't need to overcompensate so hard. I need the transition immediately. Honestly, I just practice Splitter 2 more. Need to get more consistent at positioning myself near exactly one tooth distance away from the corner. Splitter 2, I'm not familiar with the game. Yikes. Actually react when it's coming at you though. Hey, nonsense. With best equipment in Weird Route, I don't know that Noelle is weaker than ralsei. In fact, I'm pretty sure no. I would have to do weaker equipment, which if I'm going to do weaker equipment, then I may as well do weakest equipment on ralsei. Which I just don't really want to do. I'm definitely settled on ralsei only being the final thing, and probable no hold breath as well. This is built into the mod itself. This whole practice mode is unfortunately not a universal mod. I wish it was. but it's just a convenience for kaizo night specifically. How do you get it? It just like, you have to enable practice mode. When you download the mod, there's a interactable sign directly beside the save point, and you just select practice and it'll say practice mode enabled, and then select skip intro. Like, you basically can start the fight and choose options for the fight, all with that sign that is beside the save point. I can show. Here's what it looks like. Normally you'll have your full party with you, but ignore that. It looks like an everyday sign, but it allows you to switch up your party or activate a practice mode. What would you like to do? So you can exit the sign. You can skip intro to avoid having to watch the cutscene and walk all the way to the right. So party, you can choose 1 to 3 party members, any combination, including Noel. I'm choosing ralsei. And then whichever party you choose, for example, Susie, Noel, when you go to your menu, those are the only party members you have, and you can manage their equipment. Like so, you can switch and then switch back the party, what have you. Then practice mode. I already had it enabled, so that just disabled it. It'll be available when starting the fight, once you've enabled it, and then skip intro, flash forward, and you can choose between a standard run, no hit mode, or practice mode. And practice mode is what gives you everything. And with the menu button, you can toggle on and off hold breath. You're probably just going to want to turn it on and leave it on. And you can exit the menu by holding the menu button, as it says. It is super, super nice. How's Rising Abyss? You know what, I think I remember, like, it's easier, actually. Let me see, Frenzy 3. Okay, yeah, it's basically the same concept, except even, like, a little comfier without hold breath. Yeah, I got the Celeste Fangamer keycaps and desk mat. Ooh, great job, Nonsense. You're on your way to SMC, Deathless. Oh wait, I have hold breath on, I think. I do. You too, Nemix or Nemix. Well, if you play this. But have fun in general as well. If I were, I mean, you probably don't even need me to tell you, but if I were to recommend which ones you practice the most, it would be Ash Climber and Rubble Bobble. But to be honest, like, you could benefit from any screen that you think is uncomfortable. I would either look up a strat or, like, from my 10 times in a row Deathless videos, or just find something yourself, or settle on an idea. That Blight cart, oh yeah, that is notoriously rough. In my all collectibles Deathless run, there was one screen that I was stuck on because of fish. And when the fish are out of water, you empty the water. I was waiting to hit a button and for the fish effective RNG to move over so I'd have safe space to get it, but I couldn't. Eventually they moved over. You can sort of bait the fish into becoming more active. I was just scared, understandably, at that point in the game. Playing the Switch, yeah. And I'm sure I'm sure it doesn't lag whatsoever. When you, I mean, I hope it doesn't, but I would not be surprised if the screen with all the mother, like, the game kind of suffers a bit. Sometimes has lag spikes, okay. Splitter 2, really the only thing that, it's probably the hardest regular attack difference. It's doable, but it asks me to get perfect positioning, which honestly is really good for my regular knight muscle memory. Like getting a perfect single tooth distance from the corner again and again, resetting it ASAP. But I just need to not move sideways into this shit by going too fast. Like, I have to real-time look at this as well. Which might sound crazy, because, like, am I not real-time looking at it always? It's complicated. I'm sort of, like, seeing the pattern and then doing it without really looking close at my damageable object, even though that's the whole point. I need to look closer to the soul more, for sure. I almost don't out of fear, though, because a lot of times without looking closely, it does just work out because I can envision the inputs like a second ahead of time and just do it like almost like a rhythm game. But the real-time adjusting and processing and all, like, is genuinely another skill in and of itself. And if you can couple both of those things, you are diamond platinum. Oh, yeah, you cannot hesitate for a damn moment. You really gotta just go. I need to, like, have a wide perception the instant that the teeth spawn. Or, like, the instant that the slash happens, in other words. But then I need to be looking closer at the soul. Preferably, like, adjusting my eyes in a straight line, understanding, or to most easily see and understand if something is coming directly my way, and how much do I need to move to get out of the way. It's like you have to transition back and forth. You can't, like, have one vision focus mode in a lot of situations, especially this one. You have to go back and forth between, like, a closer vision and a wider vision. Which is difficult to consciously do, I would say. I don't even know how well one can truly, like, control this. But at least intending to do that makes it happen more. I don't know, maybe? Wow, it's already been 2 hours. I'm gonna use the bathroom for the first time, as well as finish the last of this vitamin water. It's only a little bit. Yeah, like, honestly, I mean, is Toho a mixed bag of RNG? Just a question before you leave, and you don't have to answer it. But to your knowledge, is Toho a mixed bag of, like, randomness and determinism? Or is it, like, a higher proportion of, like, deterministic patterns? They're just super overwhelming and hard to understand how to exploit? Anyways, I'm gonna use the bathroom. It is more RNG focused. Oh. And later nonsense. Okay. Yeah, I would say I do prefer having to react to stuff more on the random side. I don't mind a bit of overwhelming I'm trying to find a different synonym, but whatever, deterministic patterns. And I don't... Cave games... I'm trying to think, like... I don't know if I know what that is. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not the best at, like, initially reacting to randomness, but once I learn, like, the consistency within the randomness, because obviously it's, like, a programmed pattern that often responds to the player's position or something. There's then, like, there's ways you can meta the attacks. And learning that, like, those tricks can help you across everything. Though all attacks are not the same like that. Sometimes there's just some kind of more, like, pure randomness. I've heard of, like, none of these shmup games or similar to Toho games, but not Toho. For some reason, like, looking at it, it, like, doesn't it doesn't strike me. I think I'd have to be connected to like a community with other new-ish players, because it's just not as inherently interesting to me as... Well, I mean, I really like Undertale and Deltarune for way more reasons than just the gameplay, but the gameplay is the sprinkle on top, or more than the sprinkle on top. It's like... the combination is what makes me, like, go full obsess. I think, like, I could... I don't know. I can just get so much mileage out of the same thing, and I want to. I have the uber completionist, like, challenge completionist gene. Hey, Alex. Oh my god. Never mind. Not hey. Oh my god, it's gonna take me longer. I thought it was an Alex that I knew. Oh my, yeah, I have like no YouTube moderation. I'll get there. Okay, here we go. Hide user, is that the best I can do? Yeah. Okay. Clear messages. Well, inhaled a bit of saliva there. Okay. Piercing blades, not hold breath. Somehow it's not that bad. Swords 2? If anything will somehow feel easy. What am I doing, by the way? That was... Just don't talk. Reason I said hey was because I thought the first message was a typo of hi. Because it reasonably could have been. How naive. Alright. Let's try. Ugh. Thought you were safe. Oh, almost holding breath. Whoa. Got out of the way later than normal that time. Wow, making surprising movements without hold breath there. Oh, wasn't looking for that. Ah, I need to go up. Unfortunately, can't read Cyrillic-based languages. Or whatever the proper term is that I don't know. Oh, I should add no hold breath to the title. And I should probably, despite everything I did, practice the final more. Because I need to be very, very prepared for it. And there's still a chance that I mess up one of the timings, like, quite possible. Is Chris only more impressive? Or you mean like regular? Got it. It's very true. Because ralsei seems like should be the least, like, without knowing the weird damage value stuff with Chris, you would expect ralsei to be like the least equipped. But the fact that like Chris is resisting being more powerful and you're like forcing it anyway, that is aura in and of itself, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, Spectral Mary, I have not read that message fully yet. Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense. That why Don said that. He will become goated. For real. He'll become a real goat. Okay. Add. I will put no hold breath, even though no act is shorter and gets the point across. Change the YouTube title real fast. Even though I can't see myself streaming more than like an hour more. Well, okay, I kind of could, but I probably won't. Wouldn't expect that. There we go. Hold on, I gotta open chat again. There we go. This will be 10 plus minutes, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even like 12. Because the normal fight already is like, if you look at people's no-hit videos, even with like optimal builds, they have to face like nearly, if not 20, no, they have to face like 20 attacks at least, I do believe. So it takes a while, even normally. There is damage ramping, so like there's super damage ramping in this fight. I'm gonna start eventually doing like almost 150, I think, per hit towards the end. But most of the damage done to the boss is done after the first loop, or before, or like close to when the first go through all attacks is over. Yikes. Oh, okay, you have to cross over sooner. I might switch over to a bit of Vanilla Night. I'm honestly not in a humongous rush to do this. The pressure is like alleviated. The fact that I think I'm committed to doing it this way. I doubt many other people are going to be trying this, so I like, even if I'm not the first, somehow, I can accept it. I'll be happy to have done this in a relatively quite difficult way. Like, I can only consider doing this because of the level of familiarity and downness I have on majority of the attacks. Of course, my consistency is nowhere close to perfect. And I'm sure there's still a skill ceiling to reach for. I don't even think with an outstretched arm, metaphorically speaking, I could even touch the skill ceiling on this boss yet. Just like, I guess like, it's an expression of love for the mod, just like with the games that I play. It feels worth to me to do a wow factor challenge instead of, I don't know, whatever is lesser. But lesser, I mean, feels like rude to even say. I just can't really think of I can't think of a different phrasing off the top right now. This is well made and has like consistency potential so high that I'm not really worried about this taking an absurd amount of time. Even though it will take a while. I think the whiffs on this one is not good. I would say probably. I mean, someone easily could. And it would be like a medium difficulty one. Oh, attacks only? Then probably less likely, though again, someone could. I'm mind slipping. And I cannot get comfortable in this chair. At the moment. Okay, I might have found it. Might have found the way. That's not the spot. Probably like 45 minutes. Oh, Kaizo night? That... You'd start getting into, like... You'd start getting into double attack loop territory. But I don't think you would get through a full second loop through the attacks. Second loop meaning like the third time you're seeing phase 2 through 4 attacks. No matter what, ralsei is doing like 120 plus damage, I'm pretty sure. At least over like 115. Ultimately with the damage ramping. I'm just satisfied with a single loop of the attacks. Or even just close, as long as it's ralsei only. Call them insane? I mean... Probably not. I mean, it's not exactly taken as an offensive thing for the most part these days, especially when it's like in response to like a shock response type way of someone doing something great. Honestly, I should stop. I'm sucking. And the exhaustion is full. Yeah, it's full-fledged at this point. Okay. I'll make sure not to stay up too late. Tomorrow, I have to go to somebody's birthday party, but it's later in the evening. I think I will find time to stream a while, and with the best energy hours of my mind, hopefully. Anyways, alright. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. We'll see what progress looks like for this. I'm not sure.